Hi everybody, it's Tish Baldwin from LuLaRoeTishBaldwin. It's been a while since I have done a video on LuLaRoe and my journey, and I have gained some subscribers and some more viewers and some more followers, and I'm so grateful and humbled. So thank you very much for being interested in my story and my journey, and I absolutely have loved following you and learning to know more about you and your journey. And I love it that we're encouraging each other. It's just so fun to see this growing community of us and how we all support each other. So it's really neat to see that part of the dream come true and that it really does happen. So I wanted to talk about my top reasons for joining LuLaRoe. So I know I made my first video saying the struggle is real and all that, and I talked about my research, but as I've done even more research and really come into knowing my whys for, my whys, my WHYSs, my whys for joining the company, I just wanted to share those with you. So I wanted to give a little bit of background about myself. My name is Letitia Baldwin, and I go by Tish. I am married to the love of my life, Rich, and we have two daughters, Brianna, who is a sophomore in college, and Rebecca, who is in third grade, and she is 9. Bri will be 21 in June. I basically grew up in Arizona. I spent a lot of time in Colorado in the summers. I have an older brother, and a little fun fact about me, I have an identical twin sister. She's 2 minutes older. Her name is Laura, and she is absolutely my best friend. Everything they say about twins is true. We had the same dreams. When she broke her arm, I felt the pain. When I broke my leg, she felt pain. We can look at each other and know what each other is thinking, like for reals, like seriously. So it's a very special bond, and she's just absolutely my #1 fan, which is debatable amongst my husband and my mother. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and I think I mentioned I live on the East Coast now. So let's see. So my whys for joining LuLaRoe is a lot of you know me that I love to take notes, so excuse me for glancing down at my notes, but I don't want to lose my spot, and I want to kind of try to keep on track here. So I worked in the banking industry for a number of years with American Express and JP Morgan Chase before I stopped working about 10 years ago to stay home and raise my daughters. That's my #1 ministry, is raising my family. It's very important to my husband and I. And so I quit work and joined the PTA and volunteered and did all that fun stuff. And now that Brianna's in college and Rebecca's in third grade, the need for volunteers is greatly reduced as the kids get older. So I'm really not needed that much in the elementary school now. So that makes it very easy for me to want to buy my own business right now, and that is perfect timing for me. So for all of you mamas out there that are still staying at home with little ones and are doing this, that's awesome. That's your story. That's great. There are so many people. There's women that are retired and that are selling LuLaRoe. Women like me that our kids are older and in school, and then single women that don't have families at all. So it's for all of us. And that's what's so exciting, is we have such a wide range of all of us. So it's really cool. I've always had the entrepreneur spirit about me. I've always wanted to open a bakery. I love to bake. I've always wanted to help full-time busy moms that needed cupcakes for the school class party, and just thought about helping out for women that do have parties in their home and me catering it. And none of these ideas ever came to fruition. It was never the right time for me and my family. So I think it's all in the timing, and this is a great timing for me now. So I am very detail oriented. I love spreadsheets. I love taking notes. I love doing research. We do research on everything. We're very conservative, and we just take our time with things. And one of my gifts is I have a servant's heart. I am humble in saying that, but I know that this is a gift that I have. I love helping and serving others, and I find great joy in that. So with the exception of my family, nothing brings me greater joy than cooking a meal for a family, helping others, giving information, all that entails in having a servant's heart. That is what I have. So that brings me to my number one reason for wanting to join LuLaRoe. One of my top reasons is Deanne, the founder and owners of LuLaRoe. She really loves the sense of community. She loves the sense of community with the consultants being business partners with her, and especially with the consultants and the customers, the hostesses. Her number one idea for us, for our sales, is hosting pop-up boutiques. And she loves the thought of women coming together, sharing a cup of coffee, sharing a glass of wine, talking, chatting, giving advice on that outfit or this outfit and whether it looks good or not. And she really wants to bring that back, that gathering of women together. And I love that. I love that. I have a hospitality spirit about me and a community spirit about me. I love community and I love hospitality. So that brings me to basically turning a fairly large room in our home into a boutique. And I am very excited to go that route of selling my inventory, is having open houses in my boutique and hosting parties for women that maybe don't have enough space in their home, don't want to clean that night, don't want to worry about the cleanup. Host it here, host it at my boutique. I'll do all that. I'll take care of all that. You invite your friends and just have it here. I'll be happy to go and do pop-up boutiques in people's homes, obviously. But my number one falling in love with this company was Deanne talking about the sense of community and bringing that back. So for me, I'm going to do all avenues of sales for my inventory. I'm going to do open houses, hosting in my boutique, hosting in people's homes, as well as Periscope sales and a little bit of Facebook sales also. But I really like that personable one-on-one. We're such a phone society now with our noses in our phones, and I want to get back to relationships and being together. So I'm just trying to stay on track with my notes. So LuLaRoe really genuinely wants to see us succeed. The marketing resources that they have for us is endless. The support that they have for consultants is endless. So this is another thing that I absolutely loved, was Audrey is free. There's no monthly fees to use Audrey. This is what you will use to check out your customers with, that will keep track of your sales, where you will purchase your merchandise, where you will send out your invoicing. That's free. There's no charges for that. There's no monthly fees. You go in there to Audrey, to the back office, and you are able to get endless marketing supplies for your business, business card templates, thank you cards, brochures, all the information if you want to build a team. This is another thing that I loved about LuLaRoe. You do not have to build a team if you don't want to. This is not a pyramid at all. You can build a team if you want to, and you do not have to build a team if you do not want to. You can be a consultant with your upline, with your sponsor above you to help you, to assist you, to help you grow, to train you. And then you can just do your thing. If somebody wants to sign up and is interested, refer them to your sponsor if that is something that you're not looking to doing. That's another thing that's great. They don't push that on you at all. It is completely your business and completely your decision. So love that. They also have an in-house graphic designer, although now I'm sure it's graphic designers because of how fast we're growing, that you can send them your information on something that you want to be made, and for free, they will help you with the logo and put it together for you and have that made for you. An in-house graphic designer. Like, how exciting is that? So again, endless resources that they support you with, even down to whenever you sign up as a consultant and you get your starter kit, they give you the little tags that go on your garment racks that separate your clothing and tell the styles. And for instance, the Cassie, it'll have a picture of the Cassie on it and tell about it. And then you'll put that on your garment rack and you'll have all your Cassie skirts. So they provide you with thank you cards. They provide you with a calendar, with a binder, so you can start booking and scheduling things. And they really have thought about every detail, everything that you could possibly need for you to be successful, they have thought of. And it's very inspiring to know that they are 100% behind you. So another reason why that I am choosing to do this is that it's my business. It's so exciting to think that I have my own business, my own inventory, that any money that I am putting towards LuLaRoe is really towards me. I am spending money with LuLaRoe for my tangible items, for my products in my boutique that I'm selling. I am not paying for anything else. I'm not paying a monthly fee. I'm not paying a yearly fee. I am not paying any hidden charges, any fees. All my merchandise is shipped to me for free. They ship the clothes to me for free. They come in huge 4 to 5 boxes. If I want it expedited, I can do that, and that's at $40, but that's if I choose to have it expedited. If not, I get my merchandise for free. So I am buying my clothing at wholesale and selling it at retail, and that's really it. There is out-of-pocket expenses, and we can speak about that another time, or you can email me and we can talk about that. But that's very minimal. Also, your garment racks, stuff that you would expect with your own business to have to purchase. So for instance, hangers, garment racks, storage bags to store all your clothes in as you're moving around hosting parties, stuff like that. Nothing that would be anywhere over, $400 to get you started with your business. So with having your own business, with what comes with that is huge commitment and huge responsibility. So even though you have a sponsor, I think it's very important for you to take it very seriously that this is your business and you are responsible for it. So yes, you do have a sponsor, and they are there to communicate and encourage and answer questions and train you to where that you can be successful too. So LuLaRoe, the company, the headquarters, they are behind us 100%, as well as you want your sponsor to be that way too, and to prepare you for success also. But again, you're standing on your own 2 feet, and this is your business to do research, to plan out, to do your business plan, to think about how you will track things, think about how that you will sell your merchandise. That's very empowering to me and inspiring to me, where that a lot of this is based on me. No one's giving me a marketing plan and telling me what to do, and there's specific rules. So to add on to that, there's no sales goals. I do not have my sponsor wanting monthly updates, wanting reports from me. That's all on you. Your sales goals, if you have them, that's you're setting those. If you want to do monthly reports, then have your husband look at them or your family look at them. No one's asking for those, not your sponsors and not LuLaRoe. The only requirement that they have is that you purchase 33 items of inventory a month. That is all. The reason why that they're doing that is so that you can keep up on your inventory so that you can be successful. So they want you to order 33 pieces of inventory a month so that whenever you have people shopping for your inventory, that you have choices. You will start out initially with anywhere from 300 to 400 pieces of inventory. And then, of course, as people buy, you're going to want to add in. So that's why they have that as a requirement in your contract. I can tell you right now, it is February 25th, 2016, and on a recent conference call with Deanne, consultants on average are buying 150 to 180 pieces of inventory a week. And they're only asking us to do 33 pieces a month. If you do not buy an additional 33 pieces a month for 6 months in a row, your account will become inactive and suspended, and you'll need to work with them. There might be an illness in the family, something has come up, and you are not able to meet that obligation in your contract that you signed. Call them, talk to them. I'm sure something can be worked out. So it's very exciting to hear that on average 150 to 180 pieces a week of inventory are needing to be bought for consultants to keep up with their inventory. And that's current stats for right now. Let's see, so a little bit about the sales goals and setting those for yourself is that another thing that there is such a wide spectrum of consultants that are either doing this as a hobby and are doing it as their full-time job. So LuLaRoe is fine with that. As long as you're ordering your 33 pieces, they're fine. If this is a hobby for you and you are working full-time and you only want to do a party every other weekend, then they are absolutely happy with that. My daughter's coming home from school, so I might have to do this in 2 parts. So then if you are doing this full time and you are ordering a lot more merchandise because you are working this and you are doing parties 3 to 5 times a week and you're needing more merchandise, great. That is completely up to you how much you want your own business to thrive. Another reason why I love LuLaRoe so much is they do not allow any storefronts. And there are 2 reasons why that I love this. Number 1 is that they really think about your financial success and they really want financial freedom for us. So they do not want anyone having to pay rent on retail space or to have to pay for water and gas and electricity whenever you're already paying that for your home. So you would be doubling your bills. I know that I couldn't afford extra rent for a storefront, let alone purchasing a building. So that absolutely is not allowed. And another reason why I love this is because they do not want there to be any competition with consultants. So if there is a consultant that can only sell from her home, but yet a couple miles away in town, someone has a nice, large, huge store and retail space, that causes some competition amongst the consultants. And so that is why that I love that there are no storefronts allowed for consultants. So speaking of consultants, that brings me to the LuLaLove and the sisterhood that consultants have for one another. And that is probably at the top of my list for why I am owning my own business with them. The consultants are absolutely incredible. I signed my paperwork on February 2nd, and I received my email on February 8th. So I made my first YouTube video on February 11th, and it is February 25th. So in the short amount of time, I already have the most amazing, encouraging, sweetest, caring consultants and friends that I feel are going to be lifelong friends. And we're really, really there for one another. We hop on to Periscope if we're feeling down or discouraged that we haven't gotten our phone call yet, or to celebrate that we have gotten our phone call or we have gotten our email. We are genuinely happy and so excited for one another. And I just love that. I've said in one of my other videos how it's so refreshing and so exciting that women are for each other and not against each other, and we need more of that. And I love that LuLaRoe and Mark and Deanne, the owners, encourage that, and that's one of their visions, and it's just very, very inspiring. Another reason why that I love LuLaRoe in speaking with competition and with consultants is another reason that Mark and Deanne are having their vision to where there isn't any competition is they are producing anywhere from 1,000 to 2,500 pieces for one fabric. So my inventory will be completely different from someone else's inventory that is across the country or could even be a mile away from my home. So again, with other companies that sell, this is what I love about LuLaRoe, is that the inventory is completely different. Therefore, there is no catalogs. Whereas with some other companies, there is a catalog and the merchandise is all the same, which does make it harder and does make it competitive. I'm not saying anything against these companies. I support these companies. I buy jewelry. I love going to parties. I buy candles. I have bought clothes from catalogs. For me and wanting to own my own business, this type of sales company and owning my own business is very, very appealing to me since I am not competitive. And that just makes it just so wonderful to know that we don't have to be that way and that we all have different inventory. It's very refreshing to know that if I have a customer that is looking for a certain print and I don't have it, that I do have this sisterhood of consultants. We are communicating with each other. And I can say, I don't have it, but I know a consultant that does. And I will very happily send that customer to that consultant. And so we're really, really there for each other. So again, what makes it so fun with also producing such small amounts of pieces for one style, for one piece of fabric, is that it brings the sense of, and what you may have heard is the unicorn throughout LuLaRoe. So there are prints that get out there on Facebook and people talk about it and see it at parties. And there's a special unicorn print that is very, very rare. So I know there's pineapples and octopus and bumblebees and certain prints that are very rare, and it brings that excitement and brings the hunt on. So you will have some loyal customers that will want to buy from you, but for the most part, LuLaRoe customers shop around and go to different consultants and look for different prints and styles, and everybody's going to have different things. So that's very exciting. Let's see. So now to the part of talking about finances and talking about the financial investment. So we had to talk about it, and now it's time. It is a big financial investment, and it is a big commitment. It can be an automatic no, depending on what your situation is right now. It can be an automatic yes. It can be an automatic, ooh, I can do this, but this is frightening. You are looking at investing your own money anywhere from $4,000 to just under $7,000 for inventory. And the reason why is that Deanne and Mark want for you to have anywhere from 300 to 400 pieces of clothing to sell for your business. Deanne has been doing this for 27 years. She has sold other people's clothing. She has sold her clothing. She has produced her clothing. She has gone to parties. She's done all that. She had 7 children. Mark had 4 children. She's done all the homework and all the baseball games and everything that comes with that. And she has a wealth of knowledge, and she loves sharing that. She loves sharing her story. And with everything that she has shared, absolutely allows me to trust in what she is saying and trust in her plan and trust that this is what is good for my business for starting out, because she has been through it and she has been doing this. So Mark and Deanne know for you to start out and get your feet wet and to be successful, you need to buy anywhere from 300 to 400 pieces. It is not definitely under $4,000. I know it starts anywhere from $4,000 and around like $6,800. Now there are some consultants, after they place their initial order, they will be able to right away jump online and order more inventory. So there are some consultants where that you will hear that they've invested $8,000, $10,000 to have more inventory. And there will be some consultants that can just do their initial order and start out and see how it goes and what they want to order and take their time on getting more inventory. I have heard of consultants taking out personal loans, of getting a 0% credit card, using money in their savings. There's several ways for you to achieve this if this is what you want to do. The highlights of the financial part of this is with every order, you do get 5% off of that initial amount. You do get 5% off. And I just recently heard that one of the reasons for this is that allows you to have a nice discount, but it also allows you to have an easier time with being generous to your hostesses for their hostess gifts, and also for marketing, for wearing the clothes. What comes into play with this is that when you spend $300, then you get 25 free items. So whenever you are placing your additional orders each month of just 33 pieces at a minimum, if you reach $300, you're going to want to do that, because then you get 25 free items. So that is 100% profit. So also that allows you to have those free items that will help you with your hostess gifts. Pretty much the standard is 10 items, your hostess gets 1 free. So for every 10 items sold, your hostess gets 1 free. And be very generous with your gifts. The number one reason what I'm so excited about giving away the free clothing and giving away the gifts is because your hostesses have kind of automatically become a partner with you too. They are inviting their friends and they are opening up their home to help you with your business, and so you can sell your merchandise. And I'm going to want to be generous with my hostess gifts and be so appreciative that they want to help me with my business. So again, it's something that you can speak with your sponsor about, or you can contact me about, and I can talk to you more about that. But you're really going to want to be reaching that $300 mark so that you can get those 25 free items. And also keep in mind that 5% discount on all orders. So, okay, so speaking of customers and hostesses and being generous, this is a big reason. This is probably tied for number one with why I love LuLaRoe, and what really pushed me to join the company is for a quiet, shy, introvert woman like myself, the thought of giving presentations and having to sell from catalogs is not something that I think that I would be able to do. However, I am so in love with LuLaRoe and the products and the merchandise and this company that I can probably see myself doing that, because I believe in this company and the products so much. However, I am ecstatic that I do not have to do that, that the clothes really do sell themselves. So there are no catalogs, and that is because that the merchandise is constantly changing and your inventory is so different than the other. So there's no reason for catalogs. We do have a product guide that tells all 32 of the styles and what we have. But and whenever you place your order, you don't order colors or styles or anything like that. And that's what's exciting about getting your packages, is to see what kind of pattern and what that you're going to get, because it's always different, it's always changing, and that's very exciting. So with that being said, you are going to want to know your merchandise though. So even though you don't have to stand up and do a presentation and gather everybody around and have to talk to, in front of everybody, if you have customers, you're going to want to know you would be the tall and curvy size rather than the one size. Or you'll be the extra small in the Amelia, but in the Nicole, you'll be a size medium. You're really going to want to know your products so that you can sell your products and be knowledgeable. So do a lot of research on that. You'll want to know that the Irma, for instance, is 2 sizes too big. And if your customer is a size medium, you're going to want to order an extra small for her or show her to the extra smalls. Whereas the Randy is pretty much true to size. It's cut narrow, so if they want it a little baggier and not so close, then you'll go up a size. So these are things that you're really going to want to research and know your merchandise and your inventory. So I am getting ready to end. These are all of my whys for becoming a LuLaRoe consultant. Lastly, I just want to touch on the hard work part of it. So it does sound, very dreamy and wonderful, and coffee and wine and food and sales and parties and all that. Yes, that's a huge part of it, and that's very exciting. That's going to be the enjoyment of doing LuLaRoe. However, with that, you really need to keep in mind that it's going to be hard work. It's going to be hard work anywhere from knowing how much inventory that you need to reorder and to reinvest in, to loading up all of your clothes, to traveling to your parties, to setting up, to breaking down, loading up again, and coming home, from being away from your family, from really knowing to not say no in the beginning and really, really working hard and not saying no to any parties and getting your name out there, to it's going to be hard, getting followers if you already don't have, that base of customers. So, to really, really think about the hard work. It's a roller coaster ride. You will have your highs and your lows and your ups and your downs. You will have days where you are so confident and you can't wait to get started, and days where that you'll look in the mirror and you'll think, I don't know if I can do that. So that leads me to the whys and why it is so important for you to know for yourself why you are doing this. So to really, really think about yourself and find your voice and why you want to do this, and not why somebody that you saw on YouTube or why your girlfriend is doing it, because that is what is going to get you through when you are on this roller coaster ride. Is you can look back and you can remember and know what your goals are and why you are doing this. So put it in your business plan. Write it down for those moments when you are having a hard time, when you are having a slow month, and you aren't booking parties, and things aren't going great. You're going to want to return to your whys and to your sponsors and to the sisterhood to get you motivated, to get you fresh ideas, and to get you going again. So I will end with one thing that I always go back to that is very inspiring to me, and that is Deanne, the founder and the owner of the company, and her genuine excitement, inspiration, and love of her company and how proud she is. It is not something that you can fake. You can hear it in her voice. She is a bubble of excitement, hard work, and she so much wants for us to succeed. On a conference call, she got emotional thinking and talking about financial freedom and how that she wants that for the consultants, and she just couldn't be happier with the growth. And she said, and one thing that I'm so excited about is that we cannot possibly imagine what they have in the future for us. You know, that we cannot, that they are already working so far ahead for the company and for us that we cannot possibly imagine. And I just find that so exciting, and I cannot wait to see what is in store for all of us. And so, is the time now to join the company? Sure. But Deanne, you know, thinks the time is now, the time is in a year, the time is in a couple of years. She sees this as far out and for growing and continuing for years and years to come. And that can easily be done since everybody needs clothes. Women love fashion. And, you know, it's clothes that are affordable and comfortable and beautiful and that are trendy and that are modest and that are changing with the times. And so each new trend that comes out, LuLaRoe is going to be on top of that, and we will constantly, you know, be able to sell our merchandise. So it's very, very exciting. So those are my whys for joining LuLaRoe. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for listening and watching my video again. If you have any questions at all, I would love to answer them, and I would love to help you out. So please look below, click on the arrow, and that'll open you up to my email address, which is LuLaRoeTishBaldwin@gmail.com. My Facebook page, where you can leave me a message through there, and I would just love to talk to you and to help you out with looking at nothing in return, really paying it forward and helping you out. So please let me know, and I will talk to you guys all soon. And thanks again so much for following and for listening. Bye-bye. Thank you. I also wanted to add on this that with becoming a consultant and looking for a sponsor, it's really important to take your time with finding your sponsor and somebody that will be in line with your vision for how you want to run your business. And if they're focusing more on home sales or online sales, and if that you connect, if that you can understand each other clearly, that you're comfortable with each other, it's very important to know who is going to be backing you and training you. And just really, really take your time with thinking about that and who you want your sponsor to be. What is amazing is that they do not have to be local to you. They can be somebody that lives across the United States. We're so lucky with FaceTime and Skype and the way that we communicate these days that it absolutely does not have to be somebody that is local to you. So I just wanted to add that bit of encouragement to really take your time with your sponsor, because it is extremely important and a big part of this process and you owning your own business. So I just wanted to add on that last ending part about a sponsor, because that was a big part of my why, and that was an important part of my video to share with you all. So now I am signing off for real this time, and again, thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope you all have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you again. Bye.